Hi students, good morning. You can write present in the chat box. Okay. Hi students, good morning. चलो we ठीक है again sixth module का last second last part I guess. ठीक है so today will be second last and next class will be the last class. So we'll be completing theory of the entire subject in the next class and we'll start with problems after that. ठीक है तो तब तक शायद आई टेस्ट भी आ जाएगा. Let's see. 28. Yeah, maybe. ठीक है and for IE test fourth module theory, fifth module theory and the remaining problems of third module. Third module का I have not put all the problems in the first IE मतलब the difficult ones. I have one just put one simple problem. Okay, so उसका एक problem एक रहेगा. Okay, which will be from your PPT itself, from the notes itself. ठीक है, minor change. ठीक है सो ये है बट आई गेस आई हैव नॉट गिवन फिफ्थ मॉड्यूल मैं कल देख रहा था सो आई विल बी गिविंग इट टुडे ओके योर फिफ्थ मॉड्यूल नोट्स ठीक है तो चलो लेट्स स्टार्ट ठीक है इन दिस sixth module basically we talked we were talking about one company okay we are focusing on one company where one company what they are kind of restructuring they are doing okay the main focus is on one company not the kind of acquisition or a merger so in this we did a joint venture and last class we did about divestitures corporate sell off spin off equity carve out okay okay last time I'm going here so we did these three okay joint venture is when there are two companies, but they are coming up together for a single project, for a single time, for a specific time, for a single project, or in a specific region where they cannot enter individually. So they will take help of another company and make a joint venture and enter into that country. Okay, we have seen many examples. So joint venture is not a merger of two companies, but both the companies will work independently in their area, and in one such place, area, or for particular time frame, or for a particular project or a product or a service, they will join hands together for that, only for that. The remaining business will of both the companies will be separate. Okay, will be separate. Okay, that was joint venture. Divestiture, in that divestiture also called as demerger, because one company is getting split up into two. Okay, corporate sell off, the first one, corporate sell off is I'm selling a part of a division of my company to another company. I'm selling it off. Okay, so it is a corporate sell off. That division might be not doing very well under my ownership, and that division might do pretty much well if someone else owns it and someone else runs it. So that may be one of the reason. ओके, तो सेल क्यों कर रहे हैं, बहुत सारे रीजन है. ही इज द पर्सन हु इज बाइंग, ही इज इंटरेस्टेड. द पर्सन हु इज selling is not interested in that division or in that subsidiary, okay, of the company. So that person is selling off. Okay, a corporate spin off, the second one tha, in that the division or a subsidiary will not be sold to some another one, to some another company. Instead, that division or subsidiary will be made into a separate independent company itself. Okay, so spin-off में the ownership of both the companies will be there with the parent company itself. ठीक है, parent company का owners भी same है, and spin-off जो company है उसका भी owners there are same. Okay, and the shareholders will have shares of both the companies in spin-off. If there is, if this is a split, ओके, स्पिन नहीं है, स्प्लिट है, तो इन स्प्लिट केसेस द ओनरशिप विल बी डिवाइडेड. The shareholders will be given option whether you want to surrender your parent company shares and buy and take the shares of new spin-off company. Okay, or you retain, get मतलब maintain your shares with parent company itself, and you let go the shares of the spin-off company. The split होगा तो shareholders will have a choice, but again the ownership of the main owners of the company, okay, will have the ownership, the decision making and everything will be there, but that division will not be sold to someone else. That division will work independently. Okay, but the shareholders will not have the shares of those companies. Okay, the top management, okay, they will manage both the companies. Okay, the major decisions. So spin off में ये था. Equity carve out में I'm not selling the entire division, but I'm selling part of my company as shares. So 10%, 20% shares I'm uh, selling. Okay, I repeated this because very important है. And last few, many were absent. Many few were there. Okay, so these three we did about restructuring. Okay, today we are remaining with leverage buyout, and that management buyout is there. Okay, and master limited partnership. And limited partnership थोड़ा डिटेल में है, how in India it happens and everything. So we'll do it in the next class. And employee stock option ownership plans also in the next class. So आज इतना करते हैं हम, इतना करेंगे फिर खत्म कर दें. Okay, so leverage ये सब joint ventures है. So in leverage buyout, actually there is acquisition of one company by another company. ओके, ये भी एक्विजिशन ही है. ठीक है, इसमें थोड़ा आ गया है दो कंपनीज टिपिकली, बट विद बोरोड फंड्स. ठीक है, वन कंपनी इज एक्वायरिंग अनदर कंपनी. Okay, it's a normal friendly acquisition, generally leverage buyout, but the company which is acquiring it, the target company, they don't have money to acquire. So instead they are borrowing funds based on the assets, or they may borrow it from the banks. Okay, and using that money they will buy the target company. Okay, so that is a leverage buyout. So in that case there is not a kind of a a war like a situation or a conflict between two companies, nothing like that. It will be a kind of a friendly acquisition. ठीक है, आराम से वो लोग बोरो कर रहे funds and they are buying it, the target company. Okay, very simple, straightforward buyout रहेगा leverage buyout में. leverage इसके लिए बोला है that they are taking leverage. Okay, they are taking loans, they are taking they are borrowing money from banks or from using the assets or directly from the bank to buy the company out. Okay, so इसके लिए leverage buyout है. इसमें three types are there. ठीक है, management buyout, management buy in, and going private buyouts. Okay, so easy है. Okay, management buyout is, ठीक है, many times you will get confused management buy out कौन सा है, buy in कौन सा है. Okay, the terminology is one thing and the explanation is somewhat different. Okay, so just pay attention here. The purchase of all the company's publicly held shares by the existing management will take the company private. ठीक है, मैनेजमेंट विल हैव टू पे प्रीमियम एज द करंट मार्केट प्राइस टू एंटायर पब्लिक शेयर होल्डर्स अलॉन्ग विद द डील. तो इसमें क्या होता है, देर इज अ मैनेजमेंट ऑफ अ कंपनी. ठीक है, देर इज अ कंपनी ए, ये वाला कंपनी है. ठीक है, इसमें देर आर मेनी शेयर होल्डर्स, बहुत सारे शेयर होल्डर्स है. पब्लिकली ट्रेडेड कंपनी में बहुत सारे शेयर्स है. तो ऑल दीज आर शेयर होल्डर्स आउटसाइड, एंड देर आर मैनेजर्स इन दैट कंपनी. छोटे छोटे एम एम जो है वो मैनेजर्स है, एस जो है शेयर होल्डर्स. देयर आर मेनी शेयर होल्डर्स एंड मैनेजर्स हु आर मैनेजिंग द कंपनी ए. इन दैट these managers will buy the company from the shareholders. Okay, they will pay the shareholders. The amount will be definitely a premium over current market price. ठीक है, ज़्यादा ही पे करेंगे. तो the managers will pay the shareholders and buy shares from them. So they will get rid of all the shareholders by paying money, and all the shares will be transferred to the management of the company itself. And the, all the shares are transferred to management. They will delist the company. They delist होता है ना स्टॉक एक्सचेंज पे, so delist हो जाएगा. So the company will be brought from public limited to private limited company. Public limited company था, the shares were listed on stock exchange. Now management have bought all the shares from the shareholders. So there are no shares left in the stock market, मतलब technically. Okay, no shares left to be traded. So they have bought all the shares and they have delisted the company. Okay, and they have made a public company as private company. So this is management buyout. This can be done by taking loan from the bank and paying to the shareholders for the shares. Okay, so it is a leverage buyout but done by the management. ठीक है, leverage लिया है, loan लिया है बैंक से, or else they have kept the assets of the company as the collateral, and they have borrowed money, and with that borrowed money they are paying the shareholders the money and buying the shares, and they are becoming the owners. The management of the company is becoming the owners. So shareholders जो publicly they were holding the shares, they are least interested in what operations the company is doing. They are just interested in their appreciation of the shares or the dividend from the company. उनको उतना ही था, ऑपरेशंस क्या चल रहा है कंपनी को उतना इंपॉर्टेंट नहीं था शेयर होल्डर्स को. जैसे भी वैसे भी हम लोग को भी रहता है. इफ वी आर द शेयर होल्डर्स of Infosys, so we'll not bothered about what is the exact operation going on, day to day operations कैसे चल रहा है, what is the new deal happening. We are not that involved into the company's affairs. Okay, and many a times we don't know what the company is doing. Okay, so but we are the shareholders, we are the owners of the company. Okay, but why we are interested in buying Infosys? Because of the capital appreciation, the company will grow, my share price will grow, and I'll get dividend, and there are many benefits. But I'm not interested in the operations. So if managers feel that there is no requirement of shareholders, they'll buy the shares from the shareholders, and they will become the owners of the company. But ऐसे क्यों करते हैं? Why they do it? Because they want to avoid a raider who want to bring in the new management. ये एक one of the reason हो सकता है. Okay, if suppose one company, a raider, you remember the acquiring company. Okay, so acquiring company is coming to acquire this company, and maybe they will buy the shares and become the owners. So if they become the owner, they will do whatever they want to do with the company. Okay, they can appoint anyone as the new manager or new CEO, new CFO. They can do anything. The managers are feeling that they will be replaced by someone else. So to avoid that, they will instead buy the shares from the shareholders and not allow the reader to acquire the company. Okay, ये एक reason हो सकता है. Or else they no longer want the scrutiny that comes with the running of a public company. Okay, the public company है, public limited, you need to have an annual meeting, and you need to produce an annual report and give it to all the shareholders. You need to publish the financial information on the stock exchange website, on your company website as well. What you're dealing, what is your plans, how much is the shareholding pattern. So many things a public limited company needs to disclose to the public, to the government, to the SEBI, and to the NSE, BSE, and the stock exchanges. So there is a headache. So anyone can do a scrutiny of the company. Okay, so to avoid that, if you are a private limited company, no one can ask you, and no public will not ask you what is your financial information or something like that. The financial information need not be published on their website as well. Private limited company का. So ये सब headache से बचने के लिए they will buy the shares from the stock exchange and make their company from public to private. Okay, and they will be saved from the scrutiny of their information, of their financials and other information. And third reason will be they believe that they can make more money for themselves in the long run by owning a larger share of the company. Okay, so if the shares are distributed, the profits will also be distributed as a dividend. Okay, and so the managers of the company are feeling that they will, in the long run, they are going to make more profits. So if there are many shareholders, we need to distribute the profits. So they will buy the shares from the shareholders and limit the spread of the ownership. So जितना भी profit आएगा हम लोग का ही है. Okay, in the long run we are going to get huge profit, so that will be only ours. Okay, we need not distribute those profit among them. So ये तीन main reason है why the managers buy out a company. Okay, to avoid the company by takeover. Okay, to avoid the scrutiny by making a public company to private company, and just by owning a large amount of shares in the company so that the profits are not distributed. इसके लिए management buyout होता है. So remember, management buyout means the existing manager of the company, जो manager है वही company के, they will buy the shares. Okay, they will buy the company basically. Okay, because next is management buy in. Okay, buy in, management buy in means the managers who are not in the company, who are outside the company, दूसरे managers, बाहर के जो दूसरे company के जो managers है, they will buy the company out. ठीक है, इसके ये buy in है, they are coming in. ठीक है, बाय इन क्यों है? द मैनेजर्स ऑफ अदर कंपनी आर कमिंग इन द कंपनी एंड बाइंग द कंपनी. यू कैन रिमेंबर लाइक दिस. ठीक है, दे आर कमिंग इन द कंपनी एंड they are buying the company. The managers are from other company. Okay, owners of that company are not coming in. The managers of that company are coming and they are buying the other company. Okay, from the owners of this company. ठीक है, so दो कंपनी है, ये ए है, ये बी है. ओके, इसके मैनेजर्स इधर है, इसके शेयर होल्डर्स यहाँ पे. ओके, इसके मैनेजर्स यहाँ पे है, इसके शेयर होल्डर्स यहाँ पे. तो there are 5 people: managers of this company, shareholder of this company, managers of B company, shareholders of the B company. So only two parties are getting into the deal. Which are the two parties? One is the management of the other company and the shareholders of this company. These two people are undergoing an agreement, and the managers of this company are buying company A from the shareholders. Okay, and the managers will be working in this company as well as owning this company. ठीक है, ये लोग इनको ओन कर रहे हैं और ये मैनेजर तो इसके लिए काम कर रहे हैं, ए के लिए. बट द ओनर्स हैव बीन चेंज्ड. ये जो ओनर्स थे अभी ये लोग ओनर्स हैं. ओके, सो दिस इज मैनेजमेंट बाय इन. So generally, why it happens is many a times ये बहुत कम होता है लेकिन होता है. Okay, so generally why it happens is because the managers which are working in company B, the managers which are company in working B, they feel that the company with this company A is poorly managed or undervalued. बहुत सस्ते में मिल रहा है. ठीक है, they are valuation of this company is very low. Okay, so they will quote higher price to the shareholders. Shareholders will become very happy. अरे बहुत ज़्यादा price quote किया है. They will sell off the company. But these managers think that the company A has a huge potential and it is undervalued, so we'll buy it. Or it is poorly managed. ये shareholders को कुछ दिमाग नहीं कुछ भी. They are just telling this management to do something. They are not able to manage the business properly. So instead, we will buy the company and we can manage it better than the shareholders. Okay, so that's the reason they can buy also. Okay, and generally, yeah, generally experience रहता है इनको managers को. ठीक है, these managers know how to manage kind of a company and कैसे इसको ज़्यादा profitable बना सकते हैं. So they know all the business secrets. Okay, so they go out and buy, they enter into this company and buy. Okay, so this is manage and buy. Manage and buy out, manage and buy in. Out means the existing manager, okay, are buying out the company. Okay, जो manager वही company में काम कर रहे हैं, they are buying out the company from the shareholders, from the owners. Manage and buy in में the managers of other company are buying some different company. Okay, they are not buying their own company, they are buying another company. Okay, not the shareholders, not these people. These people are happy with this. Okay, these people are buying the company. ये हो गया manage and buy. ठीक है, difference I have already told. Okay, so in case of buyout, the managers are already working for the company. Okay, existing. In case of buy-in, the manager or management team is from another source of another company. ठीक है. The last one in this is going private. Going private, many a times it is very useful for the company. बहुत important रहता है company के लिए, because and there are a few companies like SR Oil was one of the company which I had shares long back. They got delisted from the stock exchange. Okay, and many a times equity shareholders will get no benefit technically if the company is getting delisted. Yeah, we have bought the shares, and if the company is getting delisted, we will not get any benefit. वो कुछ पैसा वैसा नहीं मिलता ज़्यादा. They just nominal amount will be मतलब kind of offer will be given to the shareholders, and but technically it is no benefit if the company is getting delisted. But it is very beneficial for the company. ठीक है, imagine एक company है बड़ा सा. Okay, so it is going in an IPO. Okay, primary market में all the 90 more than 90% is subscribed. It is coming in the stock market. It is getting listed, and it is providing dividend with the profit, and there is an appreciation in the shares. ये सब हो रहा है. Okay, now this is a public company. Now, to handle a public company is much more tedious job rather than handling a private company, because you need to disclose, you need to maintain your standard, you need to maintain your market position, you need to maintain positive sentiments in the market. Okay, so all those things, and you need to continuously disclose many information to SEBI, to NSE. You cannot do anything because public money is getting involved. So tribunal will also be involved if anything goes wrong. There should not be any what do you say? Minority shareholders should also be given proper rights. Okay, तो ये सब बहुत कुछ हैंडल करना रहता है if it is a public company. Okay, and if a company realizes that, and also if the share price is reducing, okay, if the share price goes less than 1 rupee, okay, of any company, then there is a chances of delisting. That means NSE and BSE will tell you, no, you delist your company, you are not performing well in the market. इतना मेहनत से आईपीओ किया रहता है. ओके, so much investment is involved, so much effort has been involved when an IPO is launched, and if your share market price is not increasing, it is decreasing and it is going very low, then there are chances that the stock exchanges will tell you, you delist your company, your performance is not good. Okay, so that is also a threat. So many a times company does reverse split करते हैं. ठीक है, मतलब 10 shares का 5 shares हो जाएगा. If you are having one share, 1 rupee per share, and you are having 10 shares, so 10 rupees है. 10 rupees का investment है, 10 rupees का portfolio basically. So 10 rupees के portfolio में you are having 10 shares. Okay, so reverse split में क्या हो जाएगा, 10 shares का it will become 5 shares and per share will be 2 rupees, so the total value will be 10 itself. ठीक है, 10 shares, 1 rupee per share is equal to 10 rupees. Now you are having 5 shares, 2 rupees per share, value is 10 rupees. Okay, so the final value will remain same. Okay, but the number of shares will reduce in your portfolio. Okay, so ये रिवर्स स्प्लिट होता है, तो मेनी टाइम्स रिवर्स स्प्लिट भी करना पड़ता है व्हेन द स्टॉक इज नॉट परफॉर्मिंग वेल इन द स्टॉक मार्केट. सो टू अवॉइड ऑल सच थिंग्स, कंपनी गोज फॉर बिकमिंग प्राइवेट कंपनी. ठीक है, सो इसमें होता है द कन्वर्टिंग अ कंपनी हुज स्टॉक इज पब्लिकली ट्रेडेड इनटू अ प्राइवेट कंपनी. जो पब्लिकली ट्रेडेड स्टॉक है, द कंपनी विच इज लिस्टेड ऑन स्टॉक एक्सचेंज विल become a private company. How they will become a private company? They will offer the shareholders, like in management buyout they did. Okay, they will offer the shareholders, give us back the shares. Okay, share. Many a times Infosys भी रहता है ना, they do an announcement of share buyback. Okay, share buyback means the company itself will buy the share back. Okay, and the shares will go off from the market, they will no longer be there. Okay, suppose 10,000 shares hai outstanding in the market, 10,000 shares hai, okay, outstanding in the market. Company is offering, okay, we are going to do 3,000 shares buyback. So, 3,000 shares they will buy back from the market, and now in the market there will be only 7,000 shares outstanding. Things 3,000 shares will go off from the market, गायब हो जाएंगे 3,000 shares, only 7,000 will be there in the market. So slowly ऐसा करके they can buy the entire shares. So if they buy all the shares, the company will no longer, the outstanding shares will no longer be existing in the stock market. तो लोग पूरे प्राइवेट बन जाते हैं. Okay, so private बनने का एक और एक one of the reason is with maybe the company is not doing that good, so they are not able to handle it, or the company in the future might do excellent and they don't require money. पैसों की जरूरत नहीं है, पैसा वैसे भी बहुत है अभी. Okay, so additional money say instead we'll buy the shares and we'll increase our ownership. Okay, instead of keep on giving dividend, keep on doing annual report, keep on giving annual report, annual general meeting, iska uska, for every resolution we need to take approval from the shareholders. The tribunal will get involved if any case is there. ये सब बहुत मेहनत लगता है. So better हम लोग प्राइवेट ही बन जाते हैं. Okay, we don't need money, and but in the near future we are going to do a business and get lot of profits, so all the profits will be ours, we don't need to distribute it as a dividend. ठीक है, so a public company gets into, transforms into a private company, this is called as going private. ठीक है, major restructuring. Okay, and the last thing of today is master limited partnership. Yeah, master limited partnership. ठीक है, पार्टनरशिप का आई गेस को पता है कि नहीं पता नहीं. ठीक है, यू नो व्हाट इज अ कंपनी. ओके, जस्ट नाउ वी हैव डिस्कस्ड a public company, not a private one. A public company, there is, you have an idea what it is. Now there is a partnership as well. Partnership mein, and there are partners, okay, who will take care of the business. They will be active partners, sleeping partners, only namesake partners, or any kind of partners will be there. But all the profits will be shared by the partners, all the losses will be shared by the partners. Okay, and anything against the business, that means uh, against the partners itself. Okay, if the business is liable to pay to someone, all the partners are liable to pay to that person. Okay, that means the liability is full for them. Profits they will be sharing among themselves, but the liability is also with everyone. Okay, it is not easy for anyone to enter the partnership firm unless all the partners agree. सब लोग agree होते हैं, then only a new partner can be added into the company. Okay, it is not easy to enter into a partnership firm, and if anyone is going outside of the partnership firm, then the partner then the remaining partners will take care of the business. No one else will be added in his place, just he, as if he is going out. If there are 5 partners, तो 5 लोग मिलके चलाते हैं. ठीक है, if there is a liability of 5 crores, to that partnership firm, that means each partner is technically will have to cater to that 5 crores. तो हर एक बंदा 1 crore भी दे सकता है from his home, from his pocket, जहाँ से भी. Okay, unlike a company, if company is under debt, there are assets and liabilities which the company will be having. Ownership will keep on getting changed. ठीक है, नए ओनर्स आ गए, नए मैनेजर्स आ गए, वो कंपनी इज काइंड ऑफ अ गोइंग कंसर्न. पार्टनरशिप में ऑल दीज 5 पार्टनर्स डाइड, द पार्टनरशिप फर्म विल वाइंड अप. ठीक है, तो ये डिफरेंस रहता है पार्टनरशिप फर्म और कंपनी में. कंपनी को टैक्स भी ज्यादा पे करना रहता है, पार्टनरशिप को टेक्निकली टैक्सेस लेस पे करना रहता है. So these are the two different kind of ownership patterns. एक कंपनी है, एक पार्टनरशिप है. तो लिमिटेड लायबिलिटी पार्टनरशिप में इट इज अ काइंड ऑफ अ मिक्सचर दोनों का. ठीक है, कंपनी का भी मिक्सचर है एंड पार्टनरशिप का भी मिक्सचर है. ओके, कंपनी का सॉरी पार्टनरशिप का एडवांटेज क्या है, दे विल पे लेस टैक्स फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल. एंड कंपनी का एडवांटेज क्या है, दे विल गेट मोर मनी फ्रॉम द पब्लिक. ठीक है, दे विल बी लिस्टेड ऑन स्टॉक एक्सचेंज, तो स्टॉक मार्केट से आईपीओ के टाइम पे बहुत पैसा आता है कंपनी के पास फ्रॉम द पब्लिक. सो देर इज ह्यूज लिक्विडिटी इफ इट इज अ कंपनी. बट कंपनी का लायबिलिटी भी ह्यूज रहता है. ठीक है, बहुत ज़्यादा टैक्सेस रहेगा, बहुत ज़्यादा पेमेंट रहेगा, बहुत ज़्यादा लायबिलिटीज रहता है. पार्टनरशिप का the liquidity is a problem because only 5 partners are there, only 10 partners are there, only few people are there who are partners, so they need to bring in money somehow. Only वो 5-10 लोग ही पैसा लेके आ सकते हैं. So the liquidity problem is there in a partnership firm. अगर दोनों को मिक्स कर दिया तो we'll get a limited partnership in which the advantages of partnership in the forms of taxes, के taxes less पे करना है because partnership है. कंपनी है तो we'll get more liquidity from the market. इसके लिए ये बनाते हैं. So master limited partnership MLP भी बोलते हैं, and in India we call it LLP. ठीक है, ये दोनों भी मतलब सेम ही है. ओके, जस्ट अ टर्मिनोलॉजी डिफरेंस. सो एलएलपी का विल डिस्कस इन डिटेल इन द नेक्स्ट क्लास. इंडिया में कैसे होता है एमएलपी का, जस्ट था इधर द एग्जांपल. in other countries it is very minor differences there in LLP and MLP, but more or less they are same. ठीक है, master limited partnership is a limited partnership that is publicly traded on securities exchange. ठीक है, ये पार्टनरशिप है विच इज ट्रेडेड मोस्टली रियल एस्टेट जो बिजनेस रहता है. ठीक है, they are MLPs. And since shares are traded in the market, the liabilities of the shareholders are limited. ठीक है, liabilities भी limited है इनका. ठीक है, because अभी as I was telling, if 5 crores is the liability of a partnership firm, then each partner will have to take care of 1 crore or something like that. But they will be putting the or covering the liability from their own pocket. But इसमें ऐसा नहीं होगा because it is a kind of a publicly traded securities. ठीक है, तो शेयर होल्डर्स है उसमें बहुत सारे. सो देयर liabilities will be limited to the amount of shares paid. ठीक है, तो वो पार्टनरशिप वैसा नहीं रहेगा. ठीक है, it will be like company. So it is a benefit. Both the benefits, both benefits from partnership and benefits from company, both are taken here. And there are last slide of today. There are two classes of partners. इसमें there are limited partners are there. ठीक है, limited partners are there and general partners are there. Limited partners means who will purchase shares in MLP and provide the capital for the entity's operation. ठीक है, technically like the shareholders. Yeah, they receive periodic distribution from the MLP typically on a quarterly basis. Distributions means profits. ठीक है, so limited partners are technically similar to shareholders who will just put the money, but for the operations entity they will not get involved into the operations like the partners. Partnership mein all partners are pretty much involved. Okay, even the sleeping partners keeps a check on what is happening in the partnership firm. Okay, but the shareholders are least bothered what is happening in the operations, so they are kind of limited partners. So they are just getting periodic profits from the firm and they are investing money, okay, for the operations of the partner of the MLP. The general partners hai, they are technically the owners who are responsible for managing day-to-day operations. and they receive compensation based on the partnership business performance. ठीक है, तो they take actually the salary or compensation from the business, and they are handling the entire business. They are the day-to-day operations जो भी हो रहा है firm में, they are taking care. Limited partners, kind of shareholders. General partners, kind of the managers of the company, or the owners plus managers, something like that, of the MLP. ठीक है, so we did this, and the next class we'll do with the LLP and start with that. Yeah. So that's it for today. We did this leverage buyout and the three types. Management buyout, when the existing managers is buying out the company because they want to avoid many such things. Buy in, the managers of other company is buying under this company. Okay, management buy in. So there is a difference between these two. Going private, a public limited company will buy out the shares and become a private limited company because of many other reasons. And the last one is master limited partnership. इतना क्या बस. Last class will be our okay, so last class will be our final class for theory, and I'll start with the problems after that. ठीक है, तो इतना ही आज का. कुछ पूछना है? No? ठीक है. हाँ, for I have told. Okay, fourth module theory, fifth module theory, and third module के sums. This is what is there. I'll share you the fifth module notes now. Okay, that's it. Your eye is on 20, 20 and 30. That's it for today. Okay, चलो, we'll sign off. Bye bye.